Hello, Internet. Welcome to another Learn Adobe Now. I'm Matt Haas, your host. You're on the Awesome Wood Things channel. I am so glad you're here. We have a lot of fun things to go over today. Yes, 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 we do. Line art people, how are you? All right. So, what I think I'll do today is I'm going to show you this cool transformation tip. It is so out of this world awesome. You still learn. I learn every day, and that you think you'll get to a point where you're not learning, and it's not true. There's always always good stuff to learn. Sorry, I'm adjusting my camera there a little bit. So I'm going to show you this awesome transform tool. And then I think I'm going to recap some logo stuff I did a while ago, but it was really popular. And I know there's more people here. So I'm going to go over some logo stuff as well. I think that's cool. Just a reminder, after this live event is over, these videos go unlisted on my YouTube channel. You can always go to patreon.com/awesomewiththings, be a $1 or more patron, and then you'll get easy access to all of these videos, which you can watch um, because they will play online. They are you know playable. They're just hidden on my channel. Or you can go to my Facebook page and find all of the little marketing links. Just kind of scroll through the wall. That's one way to do it without, donating anything on Patreon. That's perfectly fine as well. Lots of options here. I just, want to keep the channel woodworking related. Even though Illustrator is a great tool for the workshop. Definitely, definitely, definitely. All right. Harneal Media's here. Hi, Steve. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Driveway Workshop with Jim Bashirs. Two of my Patreon supporters, both Jim and Steve Harneal from Harneal Media. So I was saying I'm going to show you an awesome transform tip that I just learned, blew my mind. It's almost alien in nature. It's really freaky, fast too, and powerful. And then I'm going to do some logo stuff. I did some logo stuff in the past. I'm going to recap some logo material that I had provided before. It's really good. It was really popular. I think it's time for a refresher. And then, of course, any questions you have along the way, just give me a heads up. I'll be happy to help you with that. All right, here we go. Look familiar? Yes. Whoopsies. I have a logo I need your opinion on sometime, Matt. Great. Send it to me. Maybe we'll crack it open here on the show if you don't mind. Or if you want to keep it private, that's you can message me directly. I am flexible. I'm very flexible here on Awesome with Things. Let me redo a little bit of my stuff up here. I like to resize my window so the stop broadcast button is hidden so I don't accidentally hit it. Can you believe that? I'm so bad. And then here's a power tip for those who have live streams. I like to scrunch up the window as small as it will go that I can see myself in, so that my eyes are looking the close to the lens. So like here I'm in the lens, then I'm looking at myself. Lens, self. You can barely tell. If I make the window really large, like now I'm looking at myself down here. Look at the difference. Sorry, broadcasting tips here on a Adobe Illustrator show. But hey, I'm a teacher. I love to teach. Who's here? Cecile, Joe, Elam? Hey, first time live. Welcome. Welcome to the show. I'm Matt. This is Learn Adobe Now. And I'm going to show an awesome tip for transforming stuff. Blew me away. I know. How awesome can it be? It's really cool. It's almost alien. It's really cool. Okay. So here's this awesome tip. And then we're going to go into some logo stuff. I've got a whole presentation on what makes an awesome logo. And yes, logos look good in line art. So that's what we're going to do. All right, let's do some fun stuff here. So let's say you have like a triangle. That's not a triangle. Rotate this. Get out my delete anchor point tool. I'm going to go real fast here. This isn't part of the lesson. And maybe reshape this with the scale tool. Okay, something like that. And you want two pieces to this. Maybe this can be a different color. Make that a little smaller. And what you want is you want this shape to be dead center below it somewhere. Okay, just kind of keep that there. But here's what the lesson is. Let's say you want to take this and move this around the center of the circle. You know, something like that. Well, here's what I used to do. I used to find the dead center of that circle like this. It's two actions. And then I used to, let's see here, break out the calculator. And I would go 360 divided by, oh, I don't know, 16 is 22 and a half. And then I would come here with the rotate tool, target the center, and then do 22 and a half, and then hit copy, and then D for transform again. And I would go around and I would do that. Then if you wanted to adjust something, oh, well, let's make it out a little bit more. Then you'd have to come through here, select what you don't want. Look at all this. This is all time wasted. I know you're like, Matt, hurry up. This is annoying. I know. And you come in here and you do 22 and a half again. And copy it. Whoops, that was scale. Sorry. I knew that didn't look right. There we go. Copy, Command D, Command D, 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 D. Okay, so now it's pushed out a little bit more. Undo, undo, undo. There's a better way. There is such a better way. This is going to blow you away. Okay, watch this. Okay, so here's what you do. Take these two things, you group them. I think they're grouped. Well, anyway. Then instead of just using a transform tool like that and hitting Command D, you instead come up here to distort transform and then the transform palette or panel. Get the transform panel out here. And then you want to keep everything default. And you only want to focus on this little guy down here. Can you see that? This might not be able to magnify. Are you seeing that? Oh, yeah, you are. See this little thing here? That's what you want. This is the target of where things are going to transform around. All right. And you want to choose the bottom one. Okay. And then you can tell it how many times you want it to flip around. So, like, say I want 15 copies. I can say, give me 15. And then instead of breaking out the calculator, you can do this. 360 divided by 15. Boom. And then if you want preview, watch this. Boom. Look at that. Did you see that over there? Isn't that cool? It just sort of exploded it out. Now, this is an effect, okay? So these little guys, they don't really exist. The only thing that exists is this shape and that circle. And then these are just part of the effect for now. What you can do is you can take your two objects. Well, it's actually more than two objects, but there's really only two objects here. See how there's just sort of one thing floating around? Take that, bring this down here. Now watch this. Are you ready to be blown away? Watch that. You just Just take one thing, not the circle, and now watch. I'll drag it up. Do you see what's happening? Isn't that cool? Let's say you wanna tilt it a little bit. You Now here's the weird part. Like, if you move this off center, off kilter, then things get kinda wobbly. And now watch this. You can copy, maybe paste I'm not pasting. You can, like, transform down another one, and now you've got multiples. And if you wiggle things out of the plumb, then things start to rejigger themselves because, the geometry is here to here to here, and it's not all so it really keep your sanity and keep everything lined up on the straight and narrow. Isn't that cool? Can you believe that? That is amazing. Transform palette. Use the palette. I've been doing Command D, which is transform again, my entire career, and here I have a cool way to do it like that. Kinda crazy. I'm really, really happy with that effect. Yeah. Really, really digging that. Yep. Our our Neil Media says that's cool. Okay. Do you wanna talk about logos? Let's talk about some logos here. I'll fire up my presentation that I had a while ago, and I will show you all about logos. I emailed the logo to your Awesome with Things email. Excellent. Let's take a look. I'm opening it now. One moment. Oh, email.com. Do you believe it? The one time my email's not opened. Oh, wow. This is a design and a half here. Okay, one moment, folks. Right. All right. Uh-oh. Still here? Yep. Let's take a look at this. All right, let me share my screen. Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shops here. Hi, Al. Look what Steve sent me. Whoops. It's a logo. Shrink this up a bit. Steve, do you want to come on the show? Give me a thumbs up if you want to be on the panel and we can talk about this. And Al has given me the Vulcan. What's that called? Handshake? Vulcan hello sign? What's the proper terminology for that, Al? I would really like to know. Makers Development Inc. Established 2018. Mhm. Salute. No, I don't have a camera set up. Okay, well, cool. Let me embed this. We'll go to my links panel, and let's see, embed images. There we go. Well, it's a logo. Let's see. What kind of advice were you looking for, Steve? Um, I mean, obviously, there's a little bit of cleanup here. You've got a rule that kind of went down too far, and it looks like some things aren't perfectly aligned over there. It's little nitpicky things. Um, it certainly could use some color, even some basic colors to discern what things are. Like, for example, this area here is probably clear. Like if this was a green grass background, that's not part of the house. You're looking through the porch, but it's hard to tell with just line art. Mod Shapes is here. I'm finally able to catch the video live. Hello, Matt and everybody. Hello, Mod Shapes. Welcome. One of the people in the chat room sent me a logo to look at, and I'm looking at it. That's the thing about Learn Adobe Now. You've got some issues or questions or comments. It's a live interactive show. I'm happy to do that. So yeah. I mean, if this is a logo, it's a little busy for a logo. Um, you could vary the line weights as well. It's a new company I'm working on. I figured I would start with line art, then do color once I get artwork to look right. Yeah, yeah. Well, um, without going into too much detail, I think you could um, vary the line weights, for example. Like, I'm just doing this really rough, but I think you get the idea. And then kind of punch that up a little bit. Like, so you would have a thicker outer rule, and yeah, definitely some shading would help. And I would make sure things that are supposed to be completely vertical are vertical. This looks a little slanted. Can barely tell. See how it's thinner here and thicker down there. That's a little bit of an issue. The established 2018 is the same font as this guy. Um, it's not too bad to maybe change the weight of the font. Although this is a display font, I think you have like one style option, but maybe established 2018 and a similar font, maybe not as bold, but that is getting kind of small. Some people put commas after Maker's Development, comma Inc. That could be something you just Billy here. Hi, Billy. Welcome. I'm looking at one of Steve's logos, and he asked me to look at it, so I'm looking at it. Yeah, I mean, this like you said, this is the start of something. I think it could improve over time. Maybe having a double rule around here is not necessary because they get kind of close together. And then if you're in Illustrator, I can see you had some trouble with the spacing. Illustrator has a feature where you can offset the path. So if this was here, well, let me actually follow your example exactly. Let me change the color. So if you had that, then I could go, let me copy it. Copy, paste in front. Object path, offset path. You say maybe, I don't know, 6 points. Oh, wrong way. Object path, offset path. There you go. Like that. That might be a better way to draw those two shapes because it's even all the way around. Oh no. Oh no. Al says make it Comic Sans. You're trying to get a rise out of me, Al. You're trying to get a rise out of me. I could see through you, sir. Let me put you in timeout. I think there's a a feature I can have as a host of a Hangout to put you in. I won't do that. I'm not a graphic artist, so I'm just faking it. No, come on now. Come on now. Labels don't mean anything. I don't play that. You aren't alone there, Steve. Hey, Billy. I did get it, yes. And I'm getting a rise. Well, okay, Steve, let's connect and maybe we can kind of take this to the next level since it's kind of hard to do this in a live hangout when we can't interact and speak in real time. Oh, how's everybody doing out there? Drop some thumbs on the video for me, please. I don't know if that helps. This goes unlisted, but hey, I'll take it. Oh, hey, last time I gave away a sticker. Maybe I'll do that again. I was at an education conference and I got this sticker that says, "Learning by making." Well, I like to learn and I like to make, and I got a bunch of these. So if you want this sticker, let me know. Send me an email with your mailing address to matt@awesomewiththings.com and I'll send it to you. And if I get more than one, I'll send you an Awesome With Things sticker too. But if I don't have any more of these, you'll just get that. So matt@awesomewiththings. Oh, I did get some stickers in the mail too. You want to see who I got? So I got RS Creations NC. I'm still doing stickers. If you want to send me a sticker, that's fine. PO Box 571, Enola, PA 17025. C&D Craft Work. C&D Craft Work. Got that. That's cool. Got two more. I think this guy sent me these twice. I think this one's kind of cool. Ophidian? Don't know how to pronounce that, but there's a couple of them. And then Sai. Does everyone know Sai? She runs in some of the woodworking circles. I saw she had a sticker board and I didn't see my sticker on her sticker board. So of course I sent her some and she's like, "Matt, you've already sent me some before." I'm like, "Oh, I sent her double." So she sent me a bunch of her stickers from Sai's Corner. She has a YouTube channel. Good stuff. And look at this. She sent me a little, "I'm never lonely when I'm alone in my shop," a little rounded sort of business card thing. It's customized with their logo. I thought that was nice. Yep. So yeah, the about page on YouTube has my PO box, and awesomewiththings.com has my PO box on it. So do that. But if you want the sticker, send it to matt@awesomewiththings.com and I'll mail it to you. How about that? Yeah, baby. All right, who wants to talk about some logos? This is good stuff. I did a whole presentation a couple months ago, and it went over really well. And I think I'll just kind of give you the quick tour of what makes a good logo, because it's good stuff. Should have my I do. I have your stickers, Steve. The Harneal Media and Makers Media Network. I have it. I'm a proud member of the Makers Media Network. There's the email address if anyone wants to send me there. All right, here we go. Any questions? Hit me up in the chat. Good logos are simple, memorable, timeless, versatile, appropriate. I'm listening. Yes. Seriously, these 5 things are not just like minor bullet points you can just kind of skim through. They should be all 5 of, not one of these things, not 4 of these things, all of them. See how simple this is? Look at timelessness. Pepsi Cola, Coca-Cola, 1898 through today. Look how many times Pepsi has iterated and how many times Coke has iterated. 0. They nailed it. Toys R Us looks like toys, looks like children's writing. Seriously. And this is going to be, now here's the different types of of logos. Logos that could be words and letters, words that are pictures and symbols, and a combination of both. So here we'll start with words and letters, and there's a few different flavors. These are letter marks or monogram marks. Any of these look familiar? Yep, they should. Big companies here. Letter marks. It's all type. Here's examples of word marks. I have IBM on my shirts. I'm sure you do, Al. Or logo types. So this is, you know, similar to letter marks, but a little more stylish. And oh, here's where they have to be appropriate. Look at the law firm. Which one do you like? Left, pink, or right, gray? Which conveys law firm more? Pink script or non-script, dark gray? You be the judge. Here's just pictorial. Okay, no letters, no words, just the left. Yep. Just pictures. You know exactly what they are. Abstract. Okay. These can have some letters or words in them as well. When I see this Pepsi logo, I see a side profile of a man's belly. I saw a joke on the internet. I never forgot it. And then here is mascots. These are the most complex, and these are tough to pull off in different mediums. And here's combination. So this is like sky's the limit type of stuff here. But Burger King looks like a hamburger. Orange Crush looks like an orange being crushed. Dorito is kind of in the shape of a Dorito. I mean, these are very well thought out. And then the last is the emblem. Good stuff here. This Harley Davidson one, they are very brutal with protecting their copyright. So be prepared to get a letter from the legal team if you use their stuff without permission. And then here's the other thing. No pixels, except for me. My logo has pixels in it, but I kind of went against the grain. No pun intended, because you can see grain, wood grain in my logo. I knew my logo would only be online. Well, I shouldn't say that, because I do have it printed and I do have t-shirts with it on. But in general, you do not want pixels in your logo, and I do. But the nice thing about this, it just needs to kind of look like wood. It's not, these pixels they're not words, this background pixel of the wood. It's not anything critical, just needs to look like wood. So there are exceptions. And here's the thing. You can go through this list, and if you see something in your logo, if you have one, and it's on this list as a no-no, don't sweat it. It's okay. You can break some of these rules. These aren't absolutes. And I did. Like you said, I broke my own rule. No pixels. Shame on me. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Rules, some of these rules can be broken. It's okay. Oh, must look good small. This is a concept. And Steve, that's where your photo or your logo might have a minor issue. Like, will that look good small? Problem, it might. A little busy, but you can't make it too simple either. So here I just I wanted to make sure it worked. It worked if I made it a circle because some of the platforms make your logo circle so nothing gets cut off. Um, and then it looks you can even read these words even though this is quite a lot of words. You can still read it, and if you can't, it still looks like wood. So I think I'm good there. And in my case, this is the old computer font. Do you remember those printers that would print like one line at a, not one line, but like 20 pixels at a time, and then they would move up like that. The computer paper, that's the font for those old computer printers, and I thought that was kind of cool. Like a computer font and woodwork, like traditional woodworking. I thought it was kind of a nice juxtaposition. Didn't you grill you about the messy font last time? Oh, Al's saying, did you see mine? LOL. Yeah. Yeah. Al had a very pixely low resolution font. Well, it was his logo, but it was very low resolution. So yeah, I did grill you a little bit on that. Dot matrix. Dot matrix. Yes. That's a dot matrix font. Here, this font here. Anyway, that's where I was going with that. So, but this isn't a look at my logo. This is a look at all logos. And here we go. Must be clean. Don't junk it up. Look how clean these are. They all look good small, and they all look good clean. My real logo is worse, Al says. Billy says, yes, he did. I fixed the kerning issues, but left the multiple font types. That's fine. That's fine. That's right. I did a channel review of Billy, and there was a little bit of kerning issues here. He was referring to you grilling me on my logo, Billy. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. That's right. I mean, Billy, in fairness, like you were going for there's multiple typefaces went with the slogan that you had or the logo. So, you were I get that. I just didn't like that they were justified weird and they weren't current the best. If you want to break the rule of not having too many typefaces, you break the rule of having too many typefaces. But kerning and justification, they matter. I'm a type snob, man. I really am. I know all the little individual pieces of the letter forms and everything. I made my own font when I was first on the job out of college. I called it Haas Light. And I rendered each letter and then put it in a program, Fontographer. This is my real logo. Tear it apart. Oh, Al's giving me his logo for later. Okay. I will do that. Oh, Al, come on. Al, yeah, killing me. You're killing me, Al. Or maybe we'll fix this up. How about I fix this up after the font presentation? I've got 25 minutes. I can do it. Yeah, this is Al's logo. Look at that. Al, my goodness. Yeah, there we go. Well, your quotation marks are not quotation marks. They're inch symbols. All right. And then the line art can't have that white halo around it. It's okay that it looks line art, but yeah. And then it's on top of a piece of wood. That's a bold statement because, I mean, this is a dark piece of wood and it's over the just for fun. And the slogan is larger than the actual woodworking name. Yeah, you've got a lot happening there. And don't get me wrong, it's not horrible, but there's room for improvement, and I can help. Who doesn't love Kilroy, says Billy. Agreed. I centered the vertical fonts and corrected the kerning of that one S. Wonderful, Billy. Great. I'm glad to hear it. I'm really glad to hear it. That's wonderful. Making the web a better place, one graphic design at a time. That's what I say. All right. Here's the most aggressive at defending their copyright marks: Major League Baseball, Walt Disney, United States Marine Corps. These companies will, as soon as you publish, 5 minutes later, you'll get a legal notice from the lawyers. I guarantee it. Brutal. And here's some companies that dared to copy this drinking thing. Not good. And then here's someone from the community who's, I think, no longer doing woodworking, but he's obviously trying to mimic the Marine Corps logo. And the Marine Corps is the only military anything that has a trademark on their on their corporate mark. Everything else is copyrighted or some other legal precedent. This logo is trademarked by the US government. They don't do that. And look at that Dodge Ram, this Lake Mary High School. Why? Why would you do that? You're just confusing everybody. You don't want, the last thing you want to do is confuse your customers, except if you're doing this. This is acceptable. Run CNC is awesome. Because, how many people remember this group? But still, I think it works. Recognizable. Duncan's just going to change their logo. Did you see? But this is, you could see this, recognize it from a mile away. That's all it needs to be. It doesn't even need to be, now here's an advanced, it doesn't need to be readable. It just needs to be recognizable. It probably should be readable too, but recognizable is what you want. Where am I at? Okay. The best logo ever. This is world renowned, universally agreed to be the best logo. Why? Because they have this negative shape here with the arrow pointing forward, the white space arrow, FedEx. It's just brilliant. And these aren't real fonts. They manually rendered each one of these letters. Yeah, I like it. See how they kind of drop below the baseline, like all letters do, but pointing forward. Yeah. Best logo ever. Here's the most expensive logo. Any guesses as to which logo, not the most expensive to create, but the most expensive logo to have year after year on all of the stuff that you put it: hardware, print pieces, envelopes, business cards. The most expensive logo of all time to own and operate. Dun, dun, dun. Apple. The old Apple logo with the 7 colors. I'm sorry, 6 colors. Well, 7 would be black. Intel. Nope. This was the most expensive because in some instances they actually had 7 colors on press instead of doing the CMYK mix. Now sometimes they see them, but like the actual logo on the hardware, it was green ink, yellow ink, orange ink, red ink, purple, and blue. All the separate colors. And then sometimes they're nicer stationary. It was all 7 colors. Either that or they had the spring for 4 color for business cards. It was just so very, very, very expensive. Then they changed it. Steve Jobs retook over the company and made it 1 color. And here's a little tip that the YouTube interface is red, black, and white. So you would be competing. If your logo was those 3 colors, you're competing with the interface, and it could blend in a little bit. And then I went into this color theory. Just look this up online. I won't go into it. But the point is, um, you know, it's more pleasing to the eye if you follow some of this geometry with your multiple colors. And I tried to do it here with this almost magenta, green, and orange. I tried to go here, orange, or no, maybe it was, I think it was this one. Yeah, split complementary, but it was kind of flipped around the other way. Anyway, um, yeah, totally Google this stuff. It's pretty easy. This is a bunch of hooey. Red means this, black means strong, white means blah, blah, blah. I don't really buy into that. This was a tip to make sure when interfaces give you a warning that the color can't be represented in the CMYK color space, that's usually a good thing because it means it's literally glowing. That could give you an advantage. You spelled triad wrong. Okay, whatever. Thank you for that. Uh, Here's Jocko's logo, I think stands out. If you look at these 7 logos, I think his is the one that your eye goes to because it's that bright green. And then your lo your logo will look amateurish if you try and save money, use a friend, you know, if you're not using the right type of in other words, your printer, "Oh, I can give you design work," and they're primarily a printer, that could be a red flag. Don't use stock stuff and don't be overly complex. Look at that. Like, that's not a good logo. Too too much complexity happening there. And then, don't rely on the color to give meaning because if this goes gray, it's not gonna look like 2 bands. So here is a better use. So the color isn't, and then, don't go crazy with fonts. Font, 4 different fonts. I mean, come on. That's not really communicating anything. That looks much better. And don't copy others. Biggest mistake. You don't want to be that you don't want to be Lake Mary High School thinking you're the Dodge Ram. That's just crazy talk. Crazy talk. So there you go. Logos. Let's go back to the top. Dun, 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 dun. Simple, memorable, timeless, versatile, appropriate. All 5. You need all 5. And there you go. Oh, Al, where was your logo? Let me. Is Osprey Mama here? Hello. Boy, you missed a whole bunch of material. I went through my slide deck on what makes a good logo, and I showed an awesome transform tip um, using the transform palette. And then Al says he needs help with his logo. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Let's get this going here. I'm going to. I know. Sorry. I will rewind. No, it's all good. It's all good. Catch the show. Catch the recording of the show. Just remember, it goes unlisted. Go to facebook.com/awesomewoodthings. And then I have all the marketing links to these old shows that you can still see. Just trying to get the curvature of this just for fun. Yeah, that's about right. So I'm going to, no, not like that. There we go. Just for fun. All right. I'm redoing Al's logo. Get that on the right side of the thing there. I thought we already. Oh, message redacted. I yelled at of Al for his logo. But now I'm actually helping him do it. Oh, what is this stuff on the side here? You've got a toolbox on top. What is this on the side, Al? I don't know what that is. You have fire on the one side. Is this earphones and something else? I don't know what that is. All right, let me find a better font for this. Wonder what font you used. Is that just Helvetica? No. Arial? No. Wonder what font you used. Do you remember what font you used? It's not exactly it, but I need to figure out how to do a logo in Lightroom. No, I don't remember, he says. Okay, that's okay. Make this a little larger. Notice I'm rolling rolling things larger. You can hover over a panel and with the value highlighted, scroll your mouse up and down and it'll do that. I think my son is about ready to leave. He is home from college because today was a holiday, apparently. BE Odessa woodworking. Make this a little smaller. And maker shop. Oh, maker ship. You have a ship or do you have a shop? He has a ship. He has the USS Enterprise. All right. Now look at your type here. You know. Hello. I noticed your type, it's warped, which I really like because see here, the D is bending that direction and the H is bending that direction as you would expect. What you have here isn't like that. I like that treatment you have, Al. Going to try and it's palette wood. Yeah, but see, this is what you did. You did this to some. Whoops. See how it's stretching it? Oh, well, it kind of snaps the other way. But if I were to take this, create outlines, and then do this with it, see, that's what you did there. Maybe you don't remember. So now, see, the D is facing that way, and H. See how that lines up with those parts? That's a lot different than this. And I think a lot nicer too that you did that. This looks top example here, and what you did here is more pleasing. Tampa Boy turning. I seem to be late. Oopsie. Hi, Steven. We had a lot of material on this show, but I'm simultaneously beating Al up for his logo mistakes and working on his logo too. Steven did some beating up of Al also because Al was a contestant on Steven's A Maker's Mind show on Fridays, game show. And Al lost by, what was it, 1 point? A 1 point loss. I think it was down to sudden death. And Al put up a good fight. I've been getting beat up a lot. We do it because we love you, Al. You know that. Oh, yay, yay. Yes, we do. So, did you say what this was off to the right here, Al? Like that? I don't know what that is. This right? What is that inside there? We still love you, Al, says Osprey Mama. Yeah. Oh, Steven says he lost by 2 points. That's right. Ooh, Steven has the full version of SolidWorks. Sounds like fun. Oh, great. Al put in the video of the game show he was on. Yeah, Al, this is yeah, we'll continue this work and figure out what's going on here. Like if a toolbox is really important, then we should make that better. Like what's this on the front of the toolbox there? Some sort of indented something or other. That's really hard to discern what that is. Oh, you're saying this is a scroll saw over here? How is that a scroll saw? I don't see it. Oh, it's a scroll saw slash CNC. I'm sorry, I do not see this item here as a scroll saw slash CNC. I, I'm not picturing that. Hmm, crazy. If anyone has topics for future Learn Adobe Now sessions, let me know. I will continue this logo work next week. Um, and Al, maybe we'll get you something better. I'll redo the Kilroy as well. I'll follow these shapes, but I'll clean it up so it's no longer pixels and you don't have the white anti-aliasing halo on there. Al says, I understand, no worries. It's a quote unquote hidden Mickey. I found one of those hidden Mickeys at Walt Disney World. They really are hidden. They're hard to find. Yes, they are. Remember, if anyone wants the Learning by Making sticker, send me your address to matt@awesomewiththings.com via email, matt@awesomewiththings.com. I will soon be getting ready for all things YouTube right here on this channel. I'm going to recap the news of the week, and then I'm going to go over every piece of feature and metadata attached to a video. Really do a quick look at everything because not everyone may be doing everything because there's a lot you can do on a particular video. You can give it captions, you can put your branding on it, you can set up defaults, you can have different features with the advertising, cards, and screens. A lot you can do, and some people just don't know all of the features that are out there. So we're gonna look at that and I'll do some channel reviews as well. Osprey Mama says, have you thought about going with the traditional looking toolbox? Would give you more room. Good show, Matt. Thanks for teaching us and showing Al his logo is a hot mess. Oh, Steve with the quick burn as the show winds down. All right, folks, stay here. I got to change the set. Get ready for all things YouTube. I will be back in 5 minutes. All right. Hope to see you back here on All Things YouTube. Thanks, Internet. See here, hit the stop button.